Hello and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a single, really powerful idea from A Course in Miracles. We're going to break down Lesson 257 and what it has to say about something pretty fundamental, our purpose.
So let's kick things off with a question that, let's be real, pretty much everyone has asked themselves at some point. It's one of those huge, life-defining questions that can feel almost impossible to get your arms around. I mean, where do you even start looking for an answer to that? Well, for today's explainer, we're going to zero in on one very specific perspective. It comes from Lesson 257 of A Course in Miracles, and it offers us a way to completely redefine what we even think our purpose is in the first place. And here it is. This is the heart of the whole lesson, the daily mantra. And notice the word it uses, remember. It's not about achieving a goal or finding something new. The whole idea is that our true purpose is already inside us. We've just gotten distracted and forgotten what it is. This really sets up two very different paths, doesn't it? On one side, you have the worldly view we're all so familiar with, the endless hustle for a better career, more money, a higher status. It's what society often tells us a successful life looks like. But on the other side, the Course points us down a totally different road, one that's all about our inner state, about aligning ourselves with love and peace. So here's the crucial shift it's asking us to make. The lesson encourages us to look past all the noise, all the external goals and achievements, what the Course calls the illusions of the material world, and to turn our focus inward instead. Okay, but why? Why should we make this shift? What's the real payoff here? This next part digs into the why behind it all, because it's not just about thinking a little differently, it's about fundamentally changing how you experience your life. Now, to get why this matters, we have to talk about the main obstacle that gets in our way. In the language of the Course, that obstacle is called the ego. And this is really important. It's not ego like being arrogant or cocky. It's a much bigger concept. It's the part of our mind that's built on a belief in separation, fear, and guilt. It's the voice that tells us we're all alone, and it's the source of all those worldly distractions we just mentioned. So what starts to happen when we practice looking past that ego? Well, this is where the good stuff is. We start to unlock these incredible benefits. It's not just about feeling a little better. It's about gaining genuine clarity, healing our relationships, and finding this deep, unshakable inner peace that doesn't depend on what's happening outside of us. Okay, this all sounds pretty amazing in theory, right? But the real question is always, how do I actually do this in my messy, busy, everyday life? So let's get practical and look at the simple, actionable steps the lesson gives us. The source material breaks it down into 3 really clear steps. First, you start your day with an affirmation. You just set your intention. Something simple like, my purpose today is to extend love and peace. Second, throughout the day, you just check in with yourself. You take a quick pause, a mindful moment, to ask, is what I'm doing right now aligned with that? It's like a gentle reset button. And third, at the end of the day, you reflect, maybe by writing in a journal. You notice when you felt aligned, when you didn't, and what you can learn from it all. And the whole point of these simple, consistent practices, this isn't just busy work. It's a direct pathway. Each little action, each little check-in is designed to cultivate a life that genuinely has more peace and a much deeper sense of fulfillment. So we've walked through the what, the why, and the how, and now we're at the end with what might be the most important part of this whole explainer, the key takeaway for you to think about in your own life. You know, the ultimate goal here isn't just to understand this lesson with your mind. The real point is to let this idea seep into the very fabric of your life, to let it actually change how you talk to people, how you respond at work, and how you make your decisions, from the tiny ones to the big ones. And so, we'll leave you with this question to take with you. What would it actually mean for you to remember your purpose? Right now, today, how could this one simple shift in understanding literally transform your very next conversation or the next decision you have to make? That's the thought we want to leave you with. Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.